To the Imperial Army paratroops at a frontline base in Malay, after a long period of melancholy waiting, the day came at last when they would conquer the southern skies to initiate the crusade of Asian liberation from their oppressors. Still ringing in their ears are the simple but mighty words of their unit commander that morning. You are heaven-sent soldiers, and the time has come for you to die with smiles on your faces for the liberation of the peoples of Greater East Asia who are oppressed by Anglo-American domination. The present operation is truly the supreme climax of our entire battle for the Dutch East Indies. These troops had trained silently and determinedly for this moment when they would fly high over enemy territory. Firm determination reveals itself in the faces of the officers and men alike, how they have waited for this glorious day when they would be able to offer their lives for their emperor and for the peace of Greater East Asia. Their aim is not to live, nor yet to die, but only to complete their objective with honor and with valor. Across Malacca Straits in one jump, our large formation have at last entered the skies over enemy territory. And now down the coast of Sumatra. Circling dense, ageless jungles, the formation nears the objective. Across the faces of parachuters fleets a look of tension. The winding Musi River lies below. At its lower reaches, there it is, our objective, the enemy air base, Palembang. Suddenly, as we near the airport, anti-aircraft fire streak past to the front and back of our plane. As our formation speeds on, heedless of the shells, all around us is drawn a curtain of bursting anti-aircraft fire, which look like giant firecrackers. Into this we plunge. Shoot if you want to. Now is the time. The formation points the noses of the planes down to reach a favorable position for the parachute jump. One, two, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 50, countless numbers of parachutes fall like lilies and open. Following the men, boxes containing guns and ammunition are thrown down. The enemy are in a panic, but they lower barrels of the 10 or so anti-aircraft guns placed around the airport to a position parallel with the ground and start shooting with a distance sights at 0. Facing this desperate resistance of the enemy, one section of our troops makes a frontal attack, while the other slips to the rear of the enemy. The fierce struggle lasts 11 hours, but at last the airport is captured. These were the guns that kept futile and useless resistance, now silenced forever. On the other hand, the troops which had parachuted down near the refineries of Palembang find themselves in muddy swampland which envelops each step to the knees. And in this trackless and limitless jungle, most of the armed ammunitions were lost. Only a few rifles, pistols, and hand grenades could be found. Taken by surprise, the enemy were thrown into great confusion. After fighting one day and into the night, the mainstay of the enemy forces, which greatly outnumbered our troops, tried to escape, while the Dutch technicians and enemy remnants surrendered to our forces and were made prisoners. However, a parting shot fired by the enemy before their flight hit an oil tank, and several million gallons of gasoline and one big oil tank were set on fire. As the fire spread, the black smoke curled up towards the skies and presented a picture which might be likened to the fiercest moments of Dante's Inferno. But even as the unruly fire burned behind them, our daring paratroopers with complete self-composure went about the task of putting the fire out. Consequently, all the toppings, which are considered the hearts of the oil refineries, were saved without any damage to any of them. It was thus possible to begin immediately the production of a limitless supply of oil. Thus the oil fields at Palembang, the largest in the Orient, were secured by our mighty paratroops. Our rising sun flag waves proudly over the great topping, which has been boasted as the largest in the Orient.